of what not the numbers here, but of what you were talking about earlier. Somebody saying, people ripping people off, and you built out a website that was really nice, and the guy was like, man, I don't, you make me look expensive, kind of stuff. So the opposite of that, talk about clothing. Like it was, I don't know, a couple months ago, or whatever, I wanted to buy a new suit jacket, right? And it was like a sport coat, kind of nice sport coat, but not quite suit level, whatever. Maybe a vest, something. Had a function to go to. So I Googled it, right? I Googled men's clothing in the area, local stuff. And there were two that popped up. They looked nice, right? They looked decent online. Like they had nice pictures, but it didn't really give me a good story. And it's kind of a small town area. Like I wasn't expecting anything too pricey. So looking at their website, I was having a number in my mind, and again, it's perception, right? It's all perception. But they had built themselves out online to be, to me, I would say, kind of a lower to mid-level clothing store, right? For the area, I walked into the first one, and this was two sites, and they were very similar. Like both of them were, I would think, say a nice sport coat, decent sport coat, a couple $100, $400 maybe, right? That would be a kind of a lower mid-level. I walk into this first one. The guy comes out and he's talking about tailor. I was like, you guys have a tailor here, or when you recommend, whatever, that's great. Like, I would rather buy a less expensive coat and have it tailored than a really pricey coat that doesn't fit me well. You know what I mean? Like that's just like clothes, they should fit, right? So the guy comes out there and he's like, oh yeah, we have a tailor on staff and this kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, well that's probably a little pricier than you looked online, right?
Yeah.
First jacket I pick up is $2,800. Just the jacket, right? I asked him about vests. They don't have any vests in stock because he says they're too pricey to keep in the store. They take your measurements and then custom do a vest. But looking at the website, like I say, I was not expecting there was any chance. I was thinking I was going to get pants, a jacket, a vest, all for $500-$600 maybe, right? And like I said, the first pair of shoes I looked at this place was over $400. I'm like, you guys really need to elevate your website if you're going to get that kind of clientele to even come in.
Yeah,
you know absolutely. What I mean? So it was the opposite effect. They really need to upscale their site to get those kind of people, because I was not expecting that at all. Had I gone in expecting a $2,500 jacket, fine, I might have gone in and bought something. But you go in with that mindset of I'm only going to spend $300, $400, maybe $500, and the first thing you pick up is 5 times that. Well, I'm like, okay, thanks for your time, dude. I'm out. I'm not even shopping anything else. And
there's probably a lot of people's got that similar story.
Oh, I'm sure with this place.
That exact business.
Guarantee you with this place, man, because there was nothing in the place. Like I said, the pair of shoes.
It looked great in there. It was a nice.
The thing was, it was okay. The store front, they had a good facade. If you were driving down the street, looked good, right? But yeah, when you walk inside, it wasn't really portrayed to me. Like if I walked in a place, say if I'm in Miami, walk in a place or Atlanta or New York, and you walk into a place and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm going to spend some money. If I walk out of here with a bag, it's going to be a pricey bag, But it didn't have that feel quite so much.